Alright, so I have really short legs.
Wait, and action.
So I have really short legs, so even when I buy petite or short pants, they're still too long and I still have to hem them. So I learned this trick for how to hem jeans, because they're a little bit trickier, because if you just fold them up and hem them, then you lose that bottom piece that makes jeans look how jeans are supposed to look. So I have a pair that I've already hemmed that fit me really well. If you take a pair that fits you well in length and match up the crotchal area so you can measure the inseam with the new pair that's clearly like an inch too long, then you just fold this up to match that length. And basically what we're gonna do is stitch right underneath this so that when I flip them back this way, I still have that same hem on the bottom so it looks like how jeans are supposed to look, but then I've lost an inch in the length.
To the hemorrhage.
Hem a what?
Whatever this thing is to hem your pants.
Sewing machine?
Yeah. What happens if you iron the cat?
I don't think that's recommended. She likes to do sewing things, so she always hovers around where I am. So before you sew them, you want to iron them so you have that crease in place. This is how you iron. So hopefully your sewing machine has a removable one of these, because you're going to have to put your pant leg around this tiny little part. And this part's pretty simple. You just want to go right up against the edge of this as close as you can get. When I go through the part where the seam down the side of the pants is, I like to do it by hand just because it gets so thick and I don't want to strain my sewing machine. So I just roll it through by hand. Then you want to iron it again. And kind of pull it as you do to make sure that stays down straight. Every time you wash these, they will flip back inside out, but I have a trick for that too. So if you want to take a look, from a glance, you can't even tell they were hemmed, and I've lost probably a little over an inch. I might have hemmed them a little too much. I'll have to try them on and see. I'm gonna try them on now.
That was quick.
Thanks. So you can see the difference. How these are entirely too long, and these are just about perfect with shoes on, and you can't even tell that they were hemmed. Let me know if you try it and if it works out for you. So I don't really have this problem with my jeans, but when Dan wears his hem jeans, they always flip right back this way, and it drives him nuts. So you could iron them every single time, or I'm going to show you this other trick to hold that up, which is pretty simple. First you want to iron them, obviously, to get them in place where you want them. And then I'm just going to throw a couple stitches right here along the side of the piece that I hemmed to hem it. Basically, the stitches are going to go right here underneath this so you won't see them, and that'll keep that from flipping inside out.
To the hemorrhage.
The hemorrhage? It's a sewing machine.
How far up do you know to go?
I don't, but I can feel where it's hemmed. And it doesn't even have to be all the way to the bottom or anything. You just need a couple of stitches, just enough to hold it in. Put down.
Is that like your umbilical cord?
Yes.
You have to cut off at the end?
Yes, it is attached. And now they won't flip.
You've got mail.
You've got hem jeans.
Look at all these wishes yet to be had.
Oh my gosh.
They multiplied after I pulled them all out last. They came back.
That's because you're not pulling out the roots.
I scooped them out from the ground with the scooper. It's like Hydra, like you cut the head off to grow back. Let's make one big wish.
No.
How's the gardening going?
Weedy. Really weedy. They grow really fast. I wish my plants grew as fast as the weeds do.
I can't
Thinking about just growing weeds on purpose. I'd be a lot more successful.
I don't mind them. I like those things down there. It looks like fluffy grass. I can't believe you're out here doing stuff when you don't feel so well.
No, I feel awful, but I need to get these plants in the ground that I bought before I felt awful.
The plants appreciate it for sure.
Yeah.
What's up, Kamiko? You happy now that you're outside? And you're still mad at me? So our yard work's just about over before we melt. It's only 80. It's gonna get way hotter than that this year, but it's 80. Crystal finished her garden. Let's see. All her new lilies are there. Well, yeah, this from last year. This survived the winter. It's kind of neat. It's two different colors. Any comments you have pertaining to your garden.
Oh, something's growing back. I don't know if it's a lily or a daylily.
This right here?
Yeah.
That's your lilies. You planted that last year.
Is it lilies or is it daylilies? Because I thought I had daylilies.
I don't
out.
know what the difference is between lilies and daylilies.
The daylilies are the big leafy ones that stay through the winter. And the lilies are the ones with, well, these have flowers too, but those...
This one completely died and went away before, and those ones stayed in the middle still.
Yeah, so I think that's maybe a lily.
You have one on the other side too.
Yeah, there was one on the other end of...
There was one like here somewhere.
No, nothing was sticking up here. It was all weeds.
These were already here from last year?
That's the daylily, yes. Those survived the winter. They get a little dry and dead around the edges.
Now all we have to do is have our grass come back to life. I don't know what its deal
Yeah,
is.
it's struggling.
I think the ground's too hard. It needs to be aerated or something so the water can get into it. Oh, it's hot. Let's go inside.
Slug bug.
Ah.
It must be really fun to drive a Beetle and just watch people punch each other everywhere you go.
You're just responsible for bruises.
Yep.
It is beautiful outside, and with the time change, it's 7:10 and it's still nice and light outside. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, time to go get Blake. Let's go. Look who it is!
Blake.
The best za is pizza! I don't even know what that means.
What other zas are there?
Zepperoni?
That's not a thing.
Zeppelines?
A zeppelin is a thing, but that's not a za. What other zas are there?
Zepperonis!
There's no pepperoni or zepperoni on that pizza. It's barbecue chicken.
Maybe you're right, technically.
Technically? Maybe? Boo. Did I scare you?
Almost. You almost. I let my guard down. Mr. Tails is really into helping me edit my video tonight. Good night, dude.
Good night, wherever. Oh, bye.
You smacked everybody at home.
But then I'm gonna go to jail. It'd be like the show Smack.
do you
Or the
watch?
Slap.
Do you watch that show?
No, but I've heard of it.
Well,
Seen the commercials.
don't forget tomorrow's crazy hair day. We'll have fun with that.
I just don't need to comb my hair. Then my hair will be crazy.
All right, give a high five to the internet to make up for the smack cam.